scrubbing the assembly hall.
What do they call that exercise?
Cleansing aerobics. Mr. Rocket played his monkey's record while we scrubbed.
And what do they call cleaning up the playground?
It's an environmental awareness class.
Environmental awareness, my foot. Slave labour, more like.
Listen, sisters! Leaves on the roof of the bike shed, clear at once. JJAHH, let us tease you for the paper near the arch. Tidy, please.
Yes, Mr. Rocket.
Uncle, we had to do the message up to keep this mouldy school clean. Look at us, we're revolting.
I know you are. I couldn't care less what you have to do, so long as you don't bother me.
That's what's so nice about this school. The deep affection and care the staff have for the pupils.
Oh, yo, Mumsy.
Oh, Memphis, I'm concerned. It's all very well letting the children do light cleaning around the school, but we're getting to the stage where we need a caretaker.
What do we need a caretaker for? The children love this involvement in creating a clean, rubbish-free environment. Oh, Mumsy, all those leaves on my desk.
Did you leave the window open?
No, I did not leave the window open. And anyway, even if I had, how would the leaves manage to pile up like that on my desk?
Wind?
I told you not to have those baked beans for breakfast. No. This is an act of vandalism, an act of hooliganism, an infringement, an invasion, an abomination.
Memphis, that's a lot of words for a few leaves on your desk.
I shall discover the culprit. I shall question the whole school at assembly.
I think those leaves are meant to tell you something.
Oh, don't be daft. Leaves can't talk.
What's the assembly about? I heard there was something about leaves. Leaves? Oh, I hope it's not another recycling scheme. The last one made my clothes smell funny for ages.
Gangway!
Ow! What did you blisters do with the leaves on the bike shed roof?
We recycled them. That's what you do with leaves from a bike shed.
I want a name. I demand a name. I shall have a name. Yes, Roger?
How about Norman?
What?
How about Norman, sir? That's a nice name.
Oh, I don't mean that sort of name.
Sir,
What?
what about Keith?
What do you mean, Keith? Lucy? What do you mean, Lucy? Oh, Mumsy!
Quiet, everybody, please. What my son, the head person, is trying to say is he wants to know the name of the person responsible for dumping a great pile of leaves on his desk.
Yeah. Certain pupils have a reputation for mischief in this academy.
If you're referring to my niece's headhunter, I don't like your insinuation.
Well, I don't like your face, blister baby, and I refer to whom I like.
Gentlemen, I beseech you.
What have you two girls got to say for yourselves?
Harriet Hyde, sir.
You wanted a name, sir, and we're giving you one.
Where is Harriet Hyde?
Sometimes he's working in the science lab, sir.
JJAHH, go to the science lab and tell Harriet Hyde to come here.
Yes, Mrs. Rocket.
This is very convenient. For a change.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Rocket?
Yes, Harriet. Actually, it was Mumsy who sent for you. What was you wanted to see our dear little Harriet about, Mumsy dear? You wanted to see her about... What's that, Mumsy pet?
Oh, where's JJAHH? Oh, I know. I said to get Harriet Hyde. Oh, don't worry. I'll fetch her. Oh, Julia!
I don't believe it! Stella! Stella Sparkle it was before she married Sprocket Rocket.
Who on earth are you?
I'm your long-lost brother, Alf Sparkle.
But I haven't got a long-lost brother.
But you didn't know you had one because I've been long-lost for so long. Lost and forgotten, that's Alf Sparkle. Our mummy and daddy, they lost me and forgot.
Forgot what?
Forgot they lost me!
Oh, well, that was very heartless of Mummy and Daddy.
Well, you came along and they forgot me.
Well, I was not an innocent child. I did not know my infant charms would bewitch Mummy and Daddy.
Oh, they did.
Well, how did Mummy and Daddy lose you?
They left me on a number 19 bus.
How dreadful.
Yeah, I couldn't pay the fare. But I found you. Oh, sis. Oh, my family. Do you remember the games we used to play when we were kids?
Hang on a minute. I thought you said you got left on the number 19 bus and were then forgotten.
Before that, you great Nana. Oh, that was my pet name for you. Nana. Short for banana. What the head person is too scared to say, Miss Hyde, is that you put a dirty great pile of leaves on his desk!
Oh, really? Where did they
story from
The Lister Sisters!
Don't you just hate it when that happens?
Yeah, that's what happens to you when you tell lies.
Now, I want to dash back to the science room and, send Julie back here.
Has she gone?
Yes, sir.
You can come out now, headhunter.
Now, none of that would have happened if those leaves had been put on the compost heap.
Pardon me, sir, but none of that would have been necessary if we had a caretaker to do the odd jobs round the school.
Yeah, and don't get the students to do it.
And then you ran away, and then I came looking for you. Hey, sis, what are these girls doing on the floor?
Lying there. I expect it's the advanced yoga class.
Oh, sis, give us a job in the school. Keep it in the family.
Can you teach?
No, but I could be the caretaker.
For once, the little horrors are right. The academy should have a caretaker. Every school has one. Even Grange Hill.
They've got a bigger budget. I told you, we can't afford one.
Now, everyone, I want you all to meet the new caretaker of the Rocket Academy. Not only the new caretaker, but my long-lost brother. Memphis, say hello to your Uncle Alf.
Hello, Uncle Alf.
Hello, Memphis.
A long-lost brother. And not only that, he's a new school caretaker.
Does he look like a rocket?
No, he doesn't. But people don't have to look like each other to be related.
True.
What does Mr. Rocket think of his new uncle?
Well, he thinks the world of him.
It's all a bit sudden, isn't it?
No, not really. The new uncle is refusing any salary to be the new caretaker.
They're nutritious, original, exotic.
Oh, Mumsy, they're only pizzas.
Well, better be going. Where'd you keep the shovel?
What do you want a shovel for?
So I can dig up the cellar and turn over the soil.
What do you want to turn the soil over for?
So we can grow mushrooms!
Oh, terrific. I can put them in my cooking.
Mumsy, you're not cooking. Mrs. Slocum does the school dinners and the pizzas would take away.
Pity. The things I can do with a mushroom.
Exactly.
Delicious. Julia can do anything with a mushroom.
Oh, you can say that again.
Delicious. Julia can do anything with a mushroom.
Thanks, Mum. Do you mind if I do some work on my experiment in the kitchen? While I wash up, put the plates away, clean the cooker, defrost the fridge and strip the old paint off the radiator?
Honestly, I don't know where you get your energy.
Yeah, careful you don't tire yourself out, love.
I won't, Dad, because I want to be wide awake in the morning when I replace those slates on the back roof.
Jerry, we must pop into the Rocket Academy tomorrow.
Must we, Moira?
Yes, to have a look at this new caretaker.
What do we want to have a look at the new caretaker for?
Because he's Mrs. Rocket's long-lost brother. I think it's very romantic.
Moira, we can't just turn up and say we're there to look at him.
You're right, Jerry, but you so often are. You need an excuse.
Oh, who would this be?
It's the Jitters.
Thank you very much.
But we're not calling it an awkward time.
We were coming back from the library and we saw your lights on.
Lights on, and we thought we'd pop in for a chat.
Are you sure you don't want any coffee?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank goodness for that. We were changing Jason's crime books at the library. Jason likes a good crime.
Have you read Robberies and Robbers, Jerry? It's based on fact.
What was that noise?
What noise? That noise.
Oh, that's Julia doing a scientific experiment in the kitchen. It's for her school.
It must be an unusual school.
Oh, are you two free tomorrow morning?
Well, as it so happens, we are.
Well, you can come and see Julia's school for yourself. Jerry and I have got to pop in.
Well, we'd like that, Moira. And now, it's time for us to silently creep off into the night.
Sorry.
What are you doing, Mr. Spark?
Oh, I'm just caretaking.
Why are you taking up the floorboards?
Well, I'm taking care. I'm checking for woodworm. I mean, pretending if anyone fell through. Just thinking of you kids.
The staircase is probably Victorian.
That's clever. It looks like wood.
Oh, what's that funny shape in there? Oh, that's Mr. Rocket, the head teacher.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Jekyll, how nice.
Hello, Mr. Rocket. Do you know the jitters?
No, I've managed to avoid that sort of thing since I've had acupuncture.
No, Mr. Rocket. Can I introduce you to Jason and Mona Jitter? They're our new neighbours.
Oh, and they wanted to see the progressive school our Julia goes to.
And Nana, you used to hide. Oh, but I heard you.
Oh, what did I say?
You said Uga Dodo Nana.
I spoke Swahili.
Oh, that wasn't Swahili. That was baby talk.
Ooh, I must have been adorable.
Yeah.
What else did I do?
Oh, you used to put your potty on your head when the vicar came for tea.
Uncle Alf! Uncle Alf, may I introduce parents and friends, the Jekylls and the Jitters?
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Jekyll. I didn't see you there. I was just reliving my past.
That should take a long time.
You haven't met my long-lost brother, Alf Sparkle.
I've seen you before, Mr. Spark.
Oh, I don't think so, Mr. Jitter.
Oh, you wouldn't have, Mr. Jitter. Alf has been long lost for a long time.
Yes, well, I think I'll go and dig up the rockery. Bye.
What's Uncle Alf digging up the rockery for, Mumsy?
Questions. If you'll excuse us, my son and I have to have a quiet discussion about academy admin.
I've just realised where I've seen Mrs. Rocket's brother before. But it couldn't actually be him.
Where do you think you saw him?
Well, in that book, Robberies and Robbers. He looks just like Nabokov, the robber who stole all the jewellery from the local museum. He went to prison, but the jewellery was never recovered.
It's a good job you didn't tell that story to Mrs. Rocket.
Hello, Mum. Dad. Hello, Nurse. Mrs. Jitter.
Hello, love.
What's she doing here?
Well, we just thought we'd pop in and show Jason and Mona your school. Oh, and your man wanted to meet Mrs. Rocket's brother.
Mr. Jitter almost put his foot in it. Tell her, Jason.
His real name is Nabokov, and he's a crook.
Why is he pretending to be Mrs. Rocket's brother?
Mr. Jitter told me the whole story. Nabokov had a partner who actually hid the jewellery. That's why he's still in prison. I guess that the jewellery's hidden somewhere here, and that's why Nab was digging up the floorboard.
Okay, clever clocks, but it's too late. I've got the loot, and I'm going to make sure you two kids keep your mouth shut.
I hope you fully realise what a total stinker you've been. You've been here under false pretences, you've deceived Mrs. Rocket, and now you're handling stolen goods.
Oh, yeah? And what are you and your specky little lady friend going to do about it, then?
This!
The new caretaker is in prison!
Yay!
He was not my mum's brother, but a deceiver and a common thief.
And who needs a brother like that?
Now, about the caretaking duties and generally scrabbling around the dusty corners of this school. Those duties will now be taken by Mr. Blister and his nieces Sharon and Nicola. And we're all most grateful for their volunteering. Dismiss!
Sharon, you take the allotments. Nicola, clear out the attics. Come on, let's go.
It's very nice of the Blisters to keep the school tidy. I wonder why they're doing it.
They heard a rumour.
What sort of rumour?
A rumour that there could still be a lot of jewellery hidden somewhere in the school.
Edward, you are naughty.
Oh, Knickers, what is he like?
Knickers, indeed. Now, you can join the Rocket Academy for a quiz on Thursday at 4:25. But I'm just about to go to tell you that tomorrow you must remember to watch Children's BBC. Mark it in your diary, think about it, tie a knot in your handkerchief, tie a knot in your duvet. Because you could be winning this amazing PlayStation and Rascal game and T-shirt as well in one of our observation stations.
That's right. Now, we're looking forward to this returning to CBBC